Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin with another Off the Chain. As I was sitting here pondering and thinking and send out a video of thanks to a group that I studied with yesterday that I'm loving the course. It's about marketing myself or marketing the spiritual side of what I do. Just some tips and focus, that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm shuffling through the cards. I'm asking the spirit, what cards should I read from today? And of course, what came up quite obvious was angel messages, guardian angel messages, tarot. These are Radley Valentine's. Incidentally, that's who I'm taking the three-part course with. It's about marketing, marketing for folks who are in the spiritual world who have no clue how to navigate and meander through social media and what to do. Many of you know I hired a professional internet management company last September and I committed to giving them a year. So far it's been pretty good, and I understand now that many of the things we enter into are not mistakes. They're not wrong. They lead us to the next step. So I have no doubt that hiring this company, taking my presence out further, rippling my name, the website, all of these other things are being helpful. And eventually the time will come when there's got to be some other kind of a launch. So I'm not disappointed with any of that. And I bring that up because a lot of times when we feel that something didn't quite work out the way we thought it would, like the expectation didn't match, didn't make the mark, didn't quite get where we wanted, there is this automatic tendency to knock it on the head and say, to hell with it, I'm going to try something else, and blame and shame and point fingers and get all tied up in silly knots. That's not worked for me in the past. I've done it, I'm guilty of it, which is why I'm speaking from it. Many of you have followed my debauchery with the solar people. That's still going on, and it doesn't serve me to keep on going on and on about it. The message is sit back, relax. Everything is on this push, pause and delay. No matter what you're trying to do, it's slowing down. And that's the biggest message. Slow down and wait. No need to rush. So as I'm pondering today and thinking about what is the message for everyone out there, and it is organization. When there's a transition from point A to point A plus, not point B, C, D, the journey, if you will, there's this like arch, right? And when there is a desire, which I have and you have, to change courses, sometimes those changes are pretty dramatic, especially if something has not worked for a while and you know that's not worked for a while and you know it's dead in the water for a while. When I say a while, could be a year or two, could even be as much as a decade, that this ongoing is going. Then those changes are quite dramatic because we're playing catch up. But when the journey becomes subtle, soft, little by little, piece by piece, the key is to enjoy each step of the journey rather than focusing too much on getting there. So many of us, myself included, may have focused so much on the destination, the achievement, the diploma, the paycheck, the whatever that is, the graduation, whatever it is, we focus so much on finishing it that the process to the finish line is completely missed. And I know that sounds like a cliche, and we have all been in that spin cycle of instant gratification, supply and demand. I want it now. I want it yesterday. I want to call at 9 o'clock and have it on the doorstep at 11. We have had that experience, that magical feeling that everything is instant. Now, as I believe the culture, the mentality, the feeling, the planet, whatever you want to call it, is pivoting in a little different direction. We so are pivoting. But we aren't the planet. We're part of it. We aren't the galaxy. We're a big part of it. And we're pivoting along with everybody else is pivoting. This is the message. Go inward and sort through the journey you're on and pick out the pieces of your achievements, how you achieved it, what part of the journey that you got to get there, how you worked through the challenges, the achievement of working through the challenges, the lessons you learned when things didn't quite work the way you thought they would, but something better happened. This is what we miss. Lots of times when something doesn't quite go right, it wasn't meant to. We weren't meant to get it. We weren't meant to have it. And as disappointing as it might have been at the time that we experienced that, it was an expectation we had. But Spirit, the guardian angels, had a different pathway, a different direction, and said, this will be better for you. Of course, in the physical, we can't see it. We can't really get it. We just want what we want, even though it's not necessarily the highest good. So, I was shuffling this morning, and I was thinking, what is the message for the cards? And this popped out. Well, I'm going to go to it. Here we go. There. The Hermit. Just flew out of the deck. So I'm asking, is this for me? Yes. Well, then if it's for me, it's for everybody else too. Because what I'm realizing about doing these daily messages is what is for me is also for other people. And so if you have been in this feeling of getting from point A to point A plus and not really absolutely clear on what is that road, and perhaps slightly mildly frustrated that it's not being clear, not being revealed, that's the point. It isn't meant to be clear. It's not meant to be revealed yet. There are many veils that we are moving through, many worlds and energies that we're moving through. It would be awful to think that tomorrow we wake up in August and we've missed the rest of February, March, April, May, June and July. That would be horrible. So you get my point. Embrace and celebrate these pieces of the journey. I think I said yesterday, just to think that we've survived a pandemic and survived the shutdowns and all the things that we have just moved through in itself is a journey. So, message from the Hermit: introspection, self-discovery and mentorship. Seek and thee shall find. So, asking your guardian angels for someone who can provide you with wise counsel or beautiful guidance, and you'll discover a wonderful mentor, either in your guardian angel or some other spiritual teacher. The other part of this for me is perhaps it's time to step out in the open and be the teacher. I love to teach when I teach. With all the spiritual gifts we're all learning, we shouldn't ever underestimate the brightness and the love and the light that we've got to offer the world and other people. So I know that we're sitting here on a quest for peace and enlightenment, but it's really a good thing to meditate, spend time in nature, get quiet, just to sit and ponder and go within and ask your angels and spirit guides to gather around. What I know is the guardian angels absolutely love helping us. You've got your own guardian angel, probably more than one. They also understand and know that we're in physical form. They're not. and for them to line us up with other physical mentors and teachers, or even encourage us to read the books and get out there and have the confidence to step forward into the spotlight that we're meant to have. So anyway, rewarding times spent in solitude. Discovery, excellent advice that you should follow. Taking a break from your hectic life. That, my friends, is, I think, a really good message for today. It's not a 3-card reading, it's one card that says it all. And the number 9 is sort of a number for completion. You know, we've got a 10 that says something new is about, you've closed the door. This is number 9, things coming to an end. But in the tarot, which is what this is, it's somewhat closing halfway through the journey. You know, the dreamer, which is what was the Fool card, is now the dreamer, starts everything off. And then you get to the magician and all of these things. You start moving forward. And eventually you get some introspection. You've got to take a step back, look at the seeds that you've planted and start watching those seedlings come through the dirt and tend to the weeds and water the garden and do the things you need to do to get the vegetables to grow or the flowers or whatever you're growing. And at some point you sit back and you look at things growing before you continue going on your way. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that you've got lots from this message. And until next time, lots of love. Bye.